The UFC almost died. It survived because of one fight. Another fight made it a billion-dollar empire, and one rivalry changed how the UFC tells stories forever. These aren't just great fights, they're turning points. These are the 10 fights that changed the UFC forever. Number 10, Forrest Griffin versus Stephan Bonnar, TUF 1 finale, 2005.
And in the end, during the finale, you didn't know how it was gonna go. You really didn't.
It was important to me is that it was the gateway to fighting for a living and not working.
Yeah, the first time the UFC was gonna be on cable TV live.
The UFC was dying. The Ultimate Fighter was a last gamble. And then two unknown fighters went to war. For 3 rounds, they refused to quit. Ratings exploded. Fans flooded in. The UFC survived. Without this fight, none of the others exist. But survival isn't evolution.
We knew right there, man, this is it. This is what we needed.
We knew we made it.
Number 9, Matt Hughes versus Georges St Pierre II, 2006. This fight marked the shift from brute dominance to complete martial artistry. Georges St Pierre beat Matt Hughes and introduced the modern era fighter. Well-rounded, disciplined, strategic. The sport matured that night.
He's big-time hurt with the elbow, Georges St Pierre!
But legends don't just win, they transcend. Number 8, Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin, 2009. Anderson Silva didn't just win, he dismantled a former champion like he didn't belong in the cage. Precision, confidence, aura. The UFC gained its first true global artist, and the sports ceiling rose overnight.
I mean, that's just amazing. And again! He's out. He's out. And it is all over!
Then came spectacle, and spectacle changed everything. 7, Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir, 2009. Brock Lesnar brought mainstream eyes. Pay-per-views surged. Casual fans arrived. The UFC hit a new business gear. The UFC learned a simple truth. Star power sells. Then the sport broke another barrier, and it never went back. Number 6, Ronda Rousey versus Liz Carmouche, 2013. The first women's fight in UFC history. A risk, a gamble, a statement. Ronda Rousey didn't just win, she changed the UFC's identity. Women's MMA didn't enter the UFC, it reshaped it.
But pressure. She's looking for it. Once again. Wow. First round armbar finish for the champion, Ronda Rousey. Wow.
But superstardom was about to evolve again into something global. Number 5, Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo, 2015. 13 seconds. That's all it took. Conor McGregor knocked out a dominant champion and became the biggest draw in UFC history. Confidence became currency, personality became power. The UFC business model changed forever. But
relaxed and smiling. Oh no! He slapped him! Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
But greatness needs adversity, and adversity creates myths. Number 4, Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor, 2016. McGregor lost, tapped, and somehow became even bigger. The rivalry exploded. The rematch shattered records. This fight proved something the UFC never forgot. Narrative beats perfection.
Minute on the clock. Diaz gets the mouth. Diaz! He's out! He has done it! It is all over!
Then the UFC reached a new level of global chaos. Number 3, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor, 2018. The biggest pay-per-view in UFC history. Sports met politics. National pride met personal hatred. And after the final bell, the chaos spilled into the crowd. This wasn't just a fight, it was global spectacle.
There's the tap! Still undisputed! And now Khabib jumps the fence. Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis! Mayhem! Oh, no! Oh! And now one of Nurmagomedov's teammates throws a right-handed cutter. All hell has broken loose!
But rivalries define eras, and the modern era had one more masterpiece. Number 2, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira, 1, 2022. A rivalry crossing promotions, years of history, and then a late knockout that shocked the world. This fight reminded everyone, long storylines create deeper stakes. Modern UFC drama at its finest.
Adesanya's on one leg! Two more! Pereira trying to close the show! That'll do it!
But one rivalry defined a generation, because it wasn't just competitive, it was personal. Number 1, Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier, 1, 2015. Talent versus determination, confidence versus resentment. Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier wasn't just a matchup, it was a collision. This rivalry elevated the UFC's storytelling. It raised the stakes of championship fights. It defined an era, because when greatness and conflict combine, history follows.
There it is! But Jon Jones springs right back up to his feet. 30 seconds.
Good spinning elbow by Jon, and a
Followed
short
up
elbow
by
in tight.
another one.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones.
The UFC isn't built on titles alone. It's built on inflection points, moments that shift the direction of the sport. And somewhere out there, the next fight that changes everything is waiting.